The double blues, the Eagles reflex, 4 reflex activities in there. The pressure from Sturt, as John Reid mentioned a moment ago, not quite there. Their urgency seems to have gone out of their game. There's almost an acceptance that, well, dare I say it, that the battle's been fought. If they lose the game, then they've still got some face. Perhaps a little bit of winning inexperience with that.
Yes, it is, Stephen, and it also shows the professionalism of a very good side in the Eagles. They know it goes for 4 quarters and every second counts, and that's what they're working on.
Eagles in front by 12 points. Trimboli tackle. The hand pass eventually comes out by Zilla. Well done, setting up Morfitt. Morfitt now looking for Tobias. Up he goes. Couldn't quite hang on. Eventually the hand pass comes from Kluzak. This is Lukosius. Lukosius 65 metres out, swings it around looking for his full forward down there. That was Neiman. Now the double blues having to work back in numbers to try and clear the zone, and they do well. Obbs comes away with it. Short pass is good, so they can build something from half back now to centre wing. They've got a big chance here. Richter's run 25 metres. He's already bounced twice. Short pass. Oh, it's come off again. Perhaps he should have gone long to the goal square. Tottenham there. They work it out again. Freeborn, and that's as easy as you like.
100% correct. The option was long with Kitschke, who'd set up some space, and Richter went short. They could be made to pay. I believe that. He's got up higher than I've ever been in an aeroplane, did Andrew Pays. Away he goes. Gets it towards Filippo. Bangs it up towards the full forward line. Watch for Neiman, is strong. Much stronger than his opponent, but Threadgold did well to rush the behind.
Really, I had 2 options then, didn't he, Richter? He could have gone long, but really, a kick should have hit. It was not under any real pressure.
You're right, John, you're dead right.
It was a bad mistake.
It was 20 metres. I mean, it was elementary, wasn't it? Underwood now kicks to right half foot. Now they've got another chance. Here's Richter. Have another go. OK, Richter bounces once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. You've got to kick it now, son, because someone's coming at you. Oh, you banged it through. Oh, well done, Johnny Richter. Well, 1 goal to Richter, and it's 15-8 to 14-21.
And once bitten, twice shy. He wasn't ever going to fall for the trick of cutting in short. A couple of bounces down the ground. It was great work in the square by Kitschke, though, wasn't it?
Terrific work. But interesting, then none of the Eagles players came at him, which surprised me a bit. It gave him the room and the space. And as I said, he obviously learned from his last time. He's going to make sure he did something very, very positive with it.
Gee, that was good, wasn't it? I mean, that was terrific to watch. 14-21 to 15-8. It's 105 to 98. The updates now for other games being played in the local league. Central League, Glenelg by 31 points.
And at the parade, Nord have got themselves up in front of West Adelaide by 13 points. We've got a thriller on our hands here. South, remember, last night defeated North Adelaide to get their 2nd for the year. This is the centre of the ground. Time for the Eagles to get themselves smartly into gear because the Blues are challenging. Good body work by Lennon this time. Now Viney. He just looks a little better in defence for mine. This is Johns goes to half forward. Well done by the player in Southern. They've got numbers. Obbs drags it inside. Needs to be quick. Very clever. Gets it over the top. Now they've got a chance. This is Southern. He's got a spare player in Baker. They should nail this one. Baker, 1 step, it's got it. Wow. The double blues one way down. He looks nonchalant about it, but there's a 1-point ball game, 15.5 minutes in.
Wasn't that a great piece of play by young Obbs? Andrew Rogers put the maximum pressure on him. He didn't go to ground, stayed up, got that ball over the top, and it was an excellent piece of play by young Obbs.
They created 1 spare man, and it makes the world of difference. And as you said just a moment ago, the Eagles' defence is conditioned to going with their own players and not come forward. Cost them the money. And Mark Aston, I can see the hairs in the back of your neck standing up.
Well, if you've just joined us, the double blues trail by 1 point. Last year's premiers against the Wooden Spooners, but this year both teams undefeated. This has been a crackerjack game of football. Williams kicks to left half forward. Nickel there runs away with it, then drop punts it out wide to Pays, and Pays takes the mark in front of Trimboli on the far side. Good crowd here at the Adelaide Oval. I think a lot of them have heard about this. They've heard that the contest is close and they've come late. Romy Negri gets it across to Lukosius. He was looking for Zilla. Second effort was very good. Now it's with Morfitt. That kick just offline to the left-hand side. And in the end, there were double blue defenders getting back. Eagles lead by 1 point. John Reid joins us, special guest commentator this afternoon, and also Stephen Trigg.
Very lucky, Chris Threadgold. Thought he took a couple of short steps there when he should have attacked the ball, and he was lucky to get away with it. Out the back to Gray. A hurried left leg to the far side. First there is Trimboli through it. The umpire said play on. Now they're starting to let the game go, and so They should. This is Zilla. Punches it up. That will take a power. Catching, but Neiman, I think, Duffy has. John Reid rocks back and doesn't think it was a mark. It will be interesting to have a look at this.
Let's have a look.
Tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty tough call. He didn't seem to hold the ball for very long, and the umpire was on the right side to see that, but in a tight game, it was a pretty harsh call.
Neiman has 4. Has a look. He's normally pretty good. He's given the Eagles a buffer. Puts their 15th on the board, 15-21 to 16-8. That's what I was saying a bit earlier, is that they just look to have the goods in terms of the stock when they need it, don't they?
Yes, they do, Stephen. Just when the pressure's on, they seem to be able to lift. But I'd still like, Sturt, they're going to run it right to the wire, I think.
So if you have just joined us, welcome to ABC Sport. This match being played live on ABC television right around the state and the Northern Territory. And that scoreline is correct, 15-21, 111. The Eagles, the double blues, are right in this, 16-8, 104. Back in the centre, it's Negri and Leanett. Chance for Williams. Appeared to get one a little high. Here's Chapman, waiting and waiting to try and lay it off. Eventually Zilla gets it to Nickel. Now Tottenham from about 75 metres looking for Neiman. At the back, thread goal. Here's Lukosius barging his way through. He was under enormous pressure. He came up against a brick wall, and the Eagles, a chance to score. The double blues, John, their defence there on full alert.
Yes, they're handling the pressure pretty well, Mark. The Eagles, when they do come down, they use the ball well, and the Sturt guys are holding it out pretty well at the moment.
Zilla quickly around the body. Second chance for Kluzak. Hit the post. Geez, exciting, isn't he, Matthew Kluzak?
Yeah, very good young player, and he's so adaptable. He plays half back, half forward, wing, full forward. And
when Jason Spear was injured, he played at full back as well, so he's got really all of it, hasn't he?
Does a bit of everything.
Thread goal, short. How dangerous is that in the dying stages of this game?
But they've got confidence to do that, Stephen, and they might not have had that in the past.
That's the positive aspect, no doubt about it. Far side. Option out there is Williams. Should have taken it, Chris, because you're under siege now. Chapman couldn't get the spoil away. It's a hurried kick, though, and it only goes as far as Tottenham. So the Eagles hold them up. Negri provides an option midfield. Should go there. Dangerous, though. Watch out for Sutherland. Takes it. So Scotty Sutherland right in the centre of the ground. Wheels around. His option is Underwood. I'll be a bit more casual if you like, Andrew.
That was casual, Stephen, wasn't it? But he's a good attacking player for them.
Took it easily in the end. He's nearing 100 games. Ventured, of course, to the AFL for a while and spent time with Richmond and Essendon.
Essendon, yes.
But if he thinks he's going to kick this,
it's going to be a big long
kick. He'd need a bionic leg. Let's have a look. He's a good-looking athlete, isn't he, Underwood? Well, don't make a liar of me. Puts it right to the line, across the front. Here's Archie. I think he's got it. Oh, what a goal! Archie's burst into the game. He really should have kicked one in the second quarter, and when he didn't, he was dragged from the ground. But that is a critical timing goal.
Well, he didn't kick the goal, did he? But by golly, put it in the right spot. It was a beautiful placed kick and well read to the front from the young fellow, and he didn't make any mistake.
Andrew Underwood, he really set that up. I was a bit fearful that the Eagles had got back in numbers and would have crowded things up. But when you have some alert players at the bottom of the pack, makes the difference.
Arnold with 5 for the double blues, Stagg and Viney 3 each.
And Neiman has 5, Philippo 3, Taylor 2, but he's off the ground at the moment.
Just 2 points in it. Last year's premiers in front. Zilla, Stephen Zilla, now Morfitt, holding it up at right half forward. Very, very experienced player, Scotty Morfitt, left-footed, generally very good. There it is, it's short, Neiman clever. Markers paid. Neiman will go back, and from about 40 metres, 40-degree angle, and he's got a chance now to put the Eagles 8 points in front. There's the mark, well out in front of Threadgold, a metre or so, that's all it took. And David Neiman, who we think is still injured, Taylor off the ground. Here's David Neiman. He has improved his kicking, right footer, long one, and the umpire just has a good look. It goes straight over his hat. Up go the 2 fingers. 5 goals to David Neiman, 16-22 to 17 goals, 8. The margin, 8 points.
It's fair to say that he's one of the most improved players.
Oh, I think he's one of the best players in our competition now, and isn't it interesting, the Eagles, that flexibility even off the fence to bring him back on with a slight injury, and he's a damaging player. Sturt at the other end, lose young Arnold, and they haven't quite got the replacement.
Well, they can throw him into the ruck, and as they did earlier, they can put Negri up forward somewhere, John.
Yes, they've got great flexibility. He's a very good player.
22.5 minutes into the last term. It's not over, but the poise of the Eagles looks good. Sturt have been tenacious all day. They just won't toss it in. Chris Williams gets it in the middle of the ground. The further this game's gone, the better he's become. Of that, there's no doubt. Should go straight down the middle and does. That's intelligent. Looking for Kitschke, the very dangerous Kitschke. The athletic spear over the top. Look out for Justin Brooks. Nickel works back. His second half a little quieter. Kitschke's tackle was a little crude, but he's gone for holding the ball. I don't believe that. He thought that Kitschke slid in and grabbed the player high on the ground. The umpire didn't see it that way and gave a free kick.
Well, obviously he didn't. I'm just interested to see it on the replay. He probably did have half a chance to get rid of it, but we'll play that one to the umpire.
Underwood on Neiman now.
Never any problem with sliding in with the knees into the head, but...
Well, if you want to fall over, you've got to be prepared to take that, Stephen. Simple as that.
For all of our conjecture, this man, Kitschke, has it on screen. He bangs it in towards the goals. What an important kick. And Damien Kitschke looks much better in attack. Of that, there can be absolutely no doubt. Again, it's a two-point ball game, 16-22 to 18-8.
Kitschke could really win this game here, but he is on a good play. I rate Spear probably the best fullback in the competition. If Sturt can get it down to without, very quickly with not a lot of players, he could win the ball game for him.
So back in the centre, just 2 points in at 118, 116. You're watching this right around the straight and in the Northern Territory. The Eagles lead, but the Double Blues are breathing right down their neck. The hand pass, no, didn't quite come. Oh, what's the umpire done? He's given Sturt a free kick, and it's going to Obst. No, it's going to Trimboli. No, in fact, it's going to number 13, Sutherland. And Sutherland gets on with it quickly, kicks to right half forward. The unchecked player down there is Brooks. So Brooks gets on with it in a hurry. It's a long kick looking for Kitschke. Up they go. He had 5 or 6 to beat. Play in the back pocket. Here's Freeborn away from the danger area. Magnificent smother by Obst. Terrific work.
The other games around town, Central are beating Glenelg out at Elizabeth Oval, and you'd expect that 31-point margin.
Yes, and Norwood leads West by 31 points. They've turned that right around.
And of course, last night South Adelaide got up over North Adelaide to make their scoreline 2-2. And a solid start. This is Baker. He'd want to kick this one. It's such an important kick, and it wasn't even close.
No, that was a very, very poor effort from the young fellow. It was on his left foot. He uses his left leg. He just panicked, and he didn't need to. He had nobody right up at his backside, so he really should have made more out of that.
So the advantage to the Eagles, and this is Spear, 2 points in it. The Eagles lead. There's Spear's kick. Half back, Negri the target. Well done by Geddes. Knocks it down. Obst almost out of bounds on the full, and it's Archie trying to get a hand to it. He does, but it does dribble over.
We're into time on. And the way this game's gone, there have been 30-minute terms, but there wouldn't be that much in this quarter, perhaps. Kitschke, well done. He looks good in ruck. This is Obst, whose first half was sensational. Pressure now for the Eagles' defence. They haven't been under this much pressure probably since way in the last year. Can Archie make a hero of himself? He bangs it towards the goals and closes the margin to just one solitary point. What are you clicking?
Now, it was just again, he had the opportunity, didn't need to panic. Again, that little bit of inexperience, but I'm sort of on the Sturt side at the moment, Stephen. I'd like to see him get up and win.
Here's Spear's kick. Negri takes a very strong mark, and perhaps one of the most important marks of the game. This giant ruckman for the Eagles. Here he goes. Oh, Romy Negri, that's close to the boundary line. I think it's just in. Tobias, who's a very exciting young player, at half back. So here's Tobias, getting on with it quickly. Kicks up toward left half forward. Big pack into the air, plenty of Sturt players. Well done by Totten. The crumbing was good and the kick to Neiman was okay too. Here's Page, he's got a big chance. He needs to feed it off. Kluzak around the corner. Oh, what a valuable goal late in this term. Kluzak gets a very important goal, and we're well into time on.
You could see then, Mark, the experience of those players when it came into the forward line. They weren't going to let it get out, and some very good work by Page to Kluzak. As we mentioned before, Kluzak's a fine player, and he's certainly proving his worth in this quarter.
Oh, brilliant. brilliant work. We saw him kick a magic goal last year during the finals, John. He's a very clever player around goal. But as Stephen and you mentioned earlier, he can play in various positions.
Yes, that was a vital shot for him.
17-22 to 18 goals, 9. The margin now 7 points. It's a handy buffer to last year's premiers. A big thump to right half forward, though, by the Double Blues. Getting away with it is Nicole. Now a chance for Tobias. He's in a bit of trouble, but he was good enough to get away with it. Kicks towards centre wing. Very good tackle there on Jay Viney by Zilla.
Tell you one player, Hayden Button, would be very, very disappointed with his Geddes at centre half forward, Mark. He made no contest out of the last 2 efforts that had gone his way, and in a team like this, they need everybody putting in 100%.
Critical time. Tobias slips it away. Chapman, well smothered though by Lennon. That was particularly good. Now a chance for Richter. Long bomb up to Kitschke. Couldn't hang on. Oh, that was Stagg, in fact. Now the Eagles with a chance to get out of trouble. It's a long, long run over there for Schwarz. Big chance for number 10, and that's Corey Gray, but it's out of bounds at left half forward for the Double Blues.
What a terrific contest. Both players went at it full bore. Corey got there just a fraction in front of Schwarzy, and a great contest out of bounds, and that was probably just as good a draw.
Well, time running out. The Eagles lead by 7 points. Negri, an important 30 or 40 seconds, one gets the feeling. Totten to Chapman. Now to Zilla, and Zilla short to Pays, so it's a possession football, and Pays about 85 metres out. He'll bang this probably within 20 or 30 metres. No, he decides to go a little shorter than that and just filling the hole as Lennon. Lays it off. Underwood. They've got to get this straight down the corridor, the Double Blues. Instead he goes a little wide. Good mark taken by Nickel. Geddes, again the man there who was with him.
It's a non-contest, and it just can't afford non-contest.
Yes, he just wasn't close enough, was he? Now Lukosius. He's given away a free kick. The Double Blues from half-back. Their captain, Jay Viney, short passes on. Andrew Johns, centre half-back. Needs an option up forward. That's a good kick by Andrew Johns from Box Hill. Nickel again, and Geddes. Well done by Baker. He slips it out wide. Now Sutherland. Can they build here? Richter about 65 metres out. Short passes on, and he's taken a mark, Kitschke. Well done. So still a chance here, the Double Blues.
Still a little bit of time. As Stephen said before, we've been getting 31-minute quarters, so there's a good 90 seconds in this.
Well, Kitschke, number 3, already has one. It was a critical one. Here he comes again, and he's banged it through. 2 goals to Damien Kitschke, and the margin is back to 1 point.
Well, it's going to be vital at this bounce up now, and the experience of the Eagles will show in the square. But Leanett, I feel, has just been on top of Negri, and this is one instance Sturt are going to need him to be on top.
Once again, Sutherland setting something up there, and Richter the one who kicked that pinpoint, John.
Yeah, Sutherland, when he seems to be in the game, Sturt seem to be doing something special.
Well, John Reid, our special guest commentator this afternoon, state selector, and we welcome viewers all around the state and in the Northern Territory. Arnold with 5, Stagg and Viney with 3 apiece. And for the Eagles, Neiman has 6. He tops the list. Now they get it away. This is Williams. Kicks toward right half forward. Can they get a late goal here and win this game? Getting back is Freeborn. Geddes is with him, and also is Baker. Nicole. And Nickel will clear it away from half-back. Kicks to the wing. Well done by Viney. Good commitment. Overrunning it was Obst. A chance now for Sutherland. Was it in the back? No, it wasn't. The field umpire says throw it in.
Well umpired that, because it's a tight situation, Mark, and I think David umpired that very, very well.
Tight situation indeed. Leanett and also Romy Negri. Leanett does well. Oh, here we go. Justin Brooks. He's decided to go short. No mark taken down there. Nicole. He'll clear the zone. He didn't panic. Oh, the kick is a terrible one, though. Obst. So the Double Blues still with a big chance. Number 20 for Sturt. It's Obst' kick, a long one, an attacking one. Up they go. The mark has been taken. Paid. No mark paid. John Reid has gone berserk in the commentary area, and the Eagles will clear it away. This is Zilla, Jason Zilla, straight down the middle. Corey Gray at the back, couldn't control it. Here goes Totten. Totten can clean up completely. He kicks and misses to the right-hand side. 2 points in.
Well, maybe the umpire was a bit closer than us, Mark, but from here, I felt Kitschke controlled that.
There it is. And I can tell you the siren has gone here at the Adelaide Oval. The Double Blues, I'm sure, will be very disappointed that they've lost that game, but they can hold their head up very high. The Eagles have won at 17-23, 125 to the Double Blues 19-9, 110.